currently beside a truly fascinating piece of public transport infrastructure here in Luton, Bedfordshire. It's called the Luton to Dunstable Guided Busway, and I'm here to tell you all about it. I'm David Martin, and this is Exploring Britain's Busways. Spanning just over 8 miles, the Luton to Dunstable Guided Busway is a fully segregated bus corridor connecting Luton, Dunstable and Houghton Regis. Built on the former railway line that once existed here, it was designed to provide a faster, more efficient alternative to the extremely congested local roads. Unlike conventional routes, the guided busway uses a concrete track which allows buses to travel at speeds of up to 50 miles an hour without interference from general traffic. Only special buses fitted with small guide wheels are allowed to use the track. This ensures that they keep to the route perfectly without much intervention from the drivers. The total cost was approximately £91 million, a figure that sparked debate over its value compared to alternative transport solutions. One of the key benefits of the guided busway is its ability to bypass traffic congestion, particularly along the busy A505 corridor. Services run from London Luton Airport through Luton Interchange and on to Dunstable. Just a couple of minutes walk from Luton Town Centre, here at Luton Station Interchange, passengers can change from guided busway services to local bus services and of course to National Rail. The Luton to Dunstable Guided Busway remains one of the most ambitious transport projects in the region. It has its supporters and its critics, but one thing is certain: it represents a significant investment in public transport infrastructure. Whether it serves as a model for future projects or will remain a unique experiment in guided transport is a question that we shall be continuing to be asking. In 1858, the railway line between Luton and Dunstable opened, built as an extension from Hatfield by the Great Northern Railway. Like many lines across the country, it fell victim to the beaching axe, with the last passenger train running on the 24th of April 1965. Freight services continued for a time, but by the early 1980s the line had fallen into disuse. With congestion worsening along the Luton to Dunstable corridor, discussions about repurposing the disused railway line began as early as 1989. By 1993, Luton Borough Council had commissioned MVA consultants to conduct a technical evaluation of potential transport solutions. The guided busway option was selected as the most cost-effective solution. After years of planning, the project received Programme Entry status from the Department for Transport on 18th of December 2003, and construction commenced in June 2008.
As you can see behind me, we've just literally dropped the last beam in the whole of the 13.5 kilometre busway, Luton Dunstable Busway, into place this morning. That will enable us to start running services, we hope, within the next 8 to 10 weeks. We should have regular bus services going along here by the end of August.
Reports in May 2013 indicated that the opening might not occur until that autumn, even though most of the infrastructure was completed. I'm joined now by Rachel Hopkins MP for Luton South and South Bedfordshire. So, Rachel, what can you tell us about the implementation back in the day of the Luton to Dunstable Busway?
Well, it was a project that was put forward jointly by Luton Council and Central Bedfordshire Council to join up different areas with employment opportunities in Luton, and a quick way to get from places like Dunstable, Houghton Regis, other parts of Luton, through to the station and up to the airport. And it was opened in 2013.
There have been a number of controversies over the years, I believe, with regards to the busways. Can you tell us anything about those?
Yeah, unfortunately there have been some accidents involving vehicles who've gone onto the guided busway and got stuck. Sadly there's been a couple of deaths, road accidents where people have been on the busway and been knocked over, and that's really, it's a very sad thing to see. Whether that's because it's a busway, I don't know, but it's like any traffic accident, it's always a tragedy when that happens.
It's now May 2025, over 13 years since the busway was originally intended to open. So let's take a look at what it's like today and see if any of the magic has worn off. There are currently 10 routes that use the busway, using route letters to distinguish them from the ordinary numbered services in the rest of the area.
Route A could arguably be considered the busway's flagship route.
Operated by Arriva, who operate the most journeys per day on the busway.
It runs from Luton Airport through the interchange here, all the way to Dunstable via the busway. It runs every 10 minutes during the daytime.
And it's the only 24-hour route on the busway, running every 30 minutes overnight.
Arriva also operates the only two long-distance routes that use the busway, the F70 and the F77, both of which run to Milton Keynes via Leighton Buzzard. Centrebus operates two services along the busway, the B to Dunstable Downside and the E to Toddington. Grant Palmer operates four routes on the busway. This that I've just got off is the High from Houghton Regis. We also operate the Joe to Linmere and the C to Dunstable and CX to the Amazon warehouse.
As well as the Z to Dunstable via Parkside by Arriva. Even without any numbered routes shown, you can see just how expansive the busway network is in its own right.
We're now going to go over to St George's Square, where we'll speak with Jonathan Evans, Sites Manager for Luton and Green Line. He'll be telling us about the 30 new buses that they've bought specifically to run on the busway. I'm here with Jonathan and Toby from Arriva to introduce their new vehicle, an Evora. Here we've got a brand new bus.
Yes.
Has only just come off the ferry.
Yep. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and it hasn't been out in service yet.
No,
So
it's
it's got a busway number plate. It hasn't yet been fitted with the guide wheels for the busway.
correct. Yeah, so they'll be fitted in the next couple of weeks. Yep. So hopefully, first one next service in about 2 weeks' time. We're at 30 in total, so this is number 1 of 30.
And where will they be deployed?
On the busway.
And I noticed, rather than the traditional mirrors, we've got electronic cameras on these. Mirrors.
Yeah. So that is the standard that Arriva and a lot of big operators go for now. They're a lot safer. From a driver's perspective, they take some getting used to, but it gives you that more accuracy, a better quality of image.
It's a much clearer image, isn't it? And it's wide angle as well, so it reduces the number of blind spots on the vehicle.
The other feature of this is one of the new regulations for passengers to have audio and visual stop announcements
Correct.
inside the vehicle. I noticed you've also got one which faces backwards for disabled passengers in wheelchairs to be able to see that as well.
Indeed, yeah, the new legislation, or the updated legislation, also advocates that they have the second screen for the wheelchair user on vehicles where they have to be stowed facing the wrong direction to see the screen. And yeah, these are all coming fitted from the factory, and they'll be working from day one.
Well, we can look forward to seeing them on the road soon there.
Very soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Finally, let's hear from one passenger who frequently uses the busway for their opinion.
I mean, I think I've seen, sometime I've seen when I do walk on the bus lane here, and the buses are all full, you know, depending on what time you're at, they're always like half full sometimes, but at the peak time, it's very hard to get space in there, and it's quite good. Pop in and 5 minutes you're in town, and by another 3-4 minutes you're at the Luton airport. So, and as a quick to go to Dunstable, and then you know, connected to the Woodside. You've got a lot of industrial estate, and then you're also connected like to Leighton Buzzard. The bus to go to Leighton Buzzard, use this bus lane, and Milton Keynes as well. Yeah, so it's quite good. I think I think long term the money well spent.
Thanks very much.
No problem.
Well, there you have it. The Luton to Dunstable Busway has vastly improved the public transport offer in the area. As to whether the magic has worn off yet, I'll leave that for you to decide. Goodbye.